Going beyond arbitrage. Welcome to the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh channel where we discuss everything collecting and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh. So the other, I want to say last month or so not the other day, but last month, I made a video about sealed product in Yu-Gi-Oh, you know. The general idea is arbitrage. If you own a box and the cards inside that box go up, that means the box should follow, because if your expected value of your box was higher than the sealed product, everyone would just open them and get cards out of them, sell those and make profit. Until there would be so many cards of those and less boxes that would invert again. And that is true. That is the general theory behind that. However, an interesting phenomenon goes on the longer time goes on. If you look at Magic the Gathering, there are boxes where your expected value is a couple bucks, while the box is worth hundreds, maybe thousands. And now I have a very odd problem with this, but it's very possible that that will just keep on going. There's videos about this from Rudy from Alpha Investments, also other people. I think he called it Time versus Timmy, which I thought was funny. The first time I saw the video was years ago. But the idea is that the longer time works on your box, the more the spread becomes between the expected value of the box and the actual value of the sealed product itself. Now, one major reason for this is that the box itself is also a collectible. Some people buy the box because they enjoy the idea of having a preserved piece of history of said card game, and they want purely the box sealed inside their collection. In the same way, perhaps someone would buy a sealed action figure. It's just the idea that in a piece of your room, you can still capture the old LGS feeling of seeing those packs and those sealed cards, and you're like, wow, when I was a child I could see that box sealed in my local game store, and even now I can. So that's a part of it, you know. The box itself is a collectible. And another part of it is the gambler's premium. Now, even in the whole arbitrage conversation from earlier, you already have a gambler's premium, because sure, your box rises with the value of the cards inside. If you look at something like first edition LOB, that box is what, $20,000, because you have potential of pulling cards that are worth tens of thousands, and so the box couldn't stay low forever. But what you will notice is that the expected value of the cards inside the box are still always lower than the box itself, like a fair bit. So maybe the expected value in LOB is what? 10,000, who knows, I'm just throwing out a number. The box price is 20. So there's still a premium that people are willing to pay because they like the gambling aspect. In their mind, they're like, I could buy this $20,000 box and open it and potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and that would be, I don't even know the price. Is it 40,000? Is it 45? Whatever. Anywhere in that range, right? And so that, that scratch off ticket kind of vibe, that adds a premium to the product. Now, that gambler's premium kind of makes sense when your 20k box can turn into a 40k box, right? However, it makes less and less sense if you have a box where the expected value is legitimately pennies when you are paying thousands. And again, you can look at this like certain MTG boxes from back in the day. So the gambler's premium there isn't really a gambler's premium in the sense that you could make more than the expected value. It's more so a gambler's premium that people literally pay because the enjoyment of opening said box is worth it. So they are well aware that they will be changing $2,000 into $200, and there is no card they can pull that can turn their $2,000 into a profit ever. They just like the experience of seeing those cards opened again. That thrill of, wow, back in my day I could do that and now I can do that. Wow, look at these old cards. Oh, I remember this one. Oh, this common, that's worth 2 cents. I remember opening that. Oh. And so that, you know, it's a gambler's premium, but it's not the same as there is potential for me to open this box and pull a card worth more than the expected value of the box. And that interests me because this idea has led to inflation on box prices on modern product. And so beyond the arbitrage, there are boxes that appreciate with no expected value, and the boxes are relatively modern. And I'm like, is this gambler's premium? Is this people legitimately willing to overpay by a big margin on a box from 2017? The expected value is low. There is nothing in there that can make their money back. So what's going on here? I don't actually know. I don't know if they are paying in because of a legitimate want for that nostalgic feeling, because a couple years isn't really nostalgia. There's not many kids who grew up opening that, and the people buying that usually aren't people who grew up on that box either. So I'm wondering, do they buy this box because they assume that it will appreciate like other boxes have before? And that kind of scares me. That makes me think there's something up, you know? Again, if you look at something like a Cyberdark Impact in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, if you open that box, you will lose money unless you pull a first edition Ultimate Rare Cyberdark Dragon. That is the only way you make money. The box is what? 800, 1000, 1200, I don't know. Somewhere in that range. Every single card in there is not worth that price. The only card that's worth that price is Cyberdark Dragon, first edition, Ultimate Rare, PSA 9 or 10 or whatever. If you pull anything but that, you are losing money. So here, you can say there's a gambler's premium because someone might open it hoping for the Cyberdark Dragon, and if they pull that, they profit. However, there are boxes where you literally open that and you know, I paid 2000 for this box, and there is not a single card I can pull inside that gives me back my 2000. That is what happens with very, very old vintage MTG boxes that aren't ABU, Four Horsemen, and so forth. And so the same thing happens in modern boxes right now. Well, modern as in like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and so forth. And I just wonder if people are actually buying this at these inflated prices because they believe it will go up more, or because of that gambler's premium that really like shouldn't be existing. I don't know. It weirds me out. From a rational human being perspective, it weirds me out. But again, collecting is a relatively irrational thing, right? Regardless, I hope I gave you my perspective on that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.